Innovating Education Learning World in association with WISE, an initiative of Qatar Foundation.
Welcome to Learning World this week from Beirut. Moving to another country is always a challenge. For refugees trying to adapt to an entirely new culture, it can be really difficult, especially when it comes to education. Schools can ease the transition by helping new arrivals find their feet and by encouraging tolerance in the host community. Around 25% of Sweden's citizens were born in other countries. In one community, RINKEBY near Stockholm, the figure rises to an incredible 90%. Its school has become a model of integration with students of 70 nationalities achieving a high level of academic success. Let's find out more in this report.
Many of the children in this school come from multinational, multicultural backgrounds. Mariam's parents were born in Morocco.
I like to live here in Sweden because I appreciate that I can live here. Because Swedish is a really good country. Yeah, you live so free here in Sweden. It's not like in Morocco and other Muslim countries.
Nashwan arrived from Iraq in 2002.
I can talk Swedish perfectly. So the teachers learned me how to speak. But the first year, I didn't talk anything. I was quiet.
The head teacher arrived here from Finland 20 years ago when the authorities were planning to close the school.
The school was burnout, a lot of graffiti everywhere, and 16 teachers had finished their job, so it was a lot of job to do, to create order and believe in the future among the children, because the children, the pupils, they are the most important. And if they don't get self-confidence, believe in themselves and their plans for the future, they won't have a success.
Today, this school has become a shining example to others. The students get top marks for maths in international competitions, and the laureates of the Nobel Literature Prize meet the students every year. Learning languages is the key to their success.
If there are small languages with only 1 or 2 pupils, then I can hire a teacher for 1 or 2 or 3 lessons. So it's important that they get support from teachers from their own country.
Newcomers need the most support.
They come to Sweden because they can't stay in their countries. There are war or other situations, so they have a lot in their luggage. They are always present if they're not sick, and they are very motivated.
For the hundreds of young people from North Korea studying in South Korea, the journey may be short, but the cultural divide is vast. When they arrive, some have never used a computer or mobile phone. In Yumyang School, they help them adapt and deal with feelings of loneliness and isolation, as we learn in this report.
This girl grew up in North Korea, but now she's defected to the south, and today she's learning how to live in this strange new modern world. When she first arrived in South Korea, she didn't know what a computer was, or an ATM, or a mobile phone. Many of her compatriots are barely literate.
The first thing they learn is how to lead a normal life, how to deal with the bureaucracy, how to withdraw money from an ATM, a cash machine, and the basic manners you need in our society.
Many of them are here alone, and their families are still trapped in the north. They're afraid to show their faces on camera in case it puts their relatives in danger.
My students get their teachers' knowledge, but they also learn how to enjoy a good life, and this is education for us. They're like brothers and sisters. They teach them how to live, how to think freely, and of course, how to expand their intelligence.
Ju-won Seok and his family left North Korea 4 years ago and are now enjoying life in Seoul.
After leaving North Korea, I lived in Beijing for a few months, also Myanmar and Thailand, so I saw all kinds of things that we don't have in our country. Roads full of cars and skyscrapers, shops, food, but I feel lucky my journey was easier than my friends.
In some parts of southern Italy, once thriving communities have been transformed into ghost towns by immigration. In one, Rias, the school was on the point of closing for lack of children. But then the village opened its doors to hundreds of Kurdish asylum seekers and the classroom is full again. Let's take a look.
10 years ago, this Italian village was dying. As a result of massive emigration, there were only old people left here. There weren't even enough children to keep the primary school open. But then, a ship carrying 300 asylum seekers arrived on the nearby coastline, and the inhabitants of Riace opened the doors of the empty houses for them.
For
me and the whole community, it was like someone knocking at the front door of our house. We could have said, not interested, go back where you came from. But instead, we opened our doors. Our only question was, why? In the answers, we discovered a world of shocking injustice, violence, wars, and drama.
The primary school now has 36 pupils, 24 of them from abroad.
What made the deepest impression on me was a sweet child from Afghanistan. He said, "Teacher, in my country is war." He lifted his shirt and said, "Look, bomb," showing a scar on his stomach. I felt really shocked.
My name's Miriam, I'm from Afghanistan. My name's Sir, I'm from Afghanistan.
My name is Anne, I'm from Ethiopia. My name is Fer, I'm from Ethiopia. My name is Amita, I come from Afghanistan. My name is Nashimi, I'm from Lebanon. They are only now halfway through the year getting used to the school and its rules. Of course, they are children and they need time, but these children have more problems. Most of them say they never went to school at home because of the situation. So being at school is an entirely new environment for them. Everything is new.
The once dying village now has 4 new shops selling handicrafts.
This is the embroidery workshop. 4 of us work here. Me, Katerina, I was born here in Riace. Helen and Salam are both from Eritrea, and Mary's from Afghanistan.
Most have moved abroad, so there were only old and retired people left, so we welcomed these young newcomers. They're really good people, and they've changed our lives.
That's it for now. We will be back next week with different and inspiring stories from the world of education. And remember, you can find all our episodes on our website.
Learning World in association with WISE, an initiative of Qatar Foundation.